I'd always prayed for like a father figure, like someone. I think I've been so lucky to have people that have come and taken the place of like father figures.
Yeah. Remind me, did you grow up in Riverside? Are you from SoCal area?
I did grow up in Riverside,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
What was it like for you to grow up out here? Because I went to Arlington, Riverside native. I've been here my entire life, haven't left. So I'm a little biased. I love Riverside. I think it's a great city. I've gotten to see multiple churches around here like grow and become different places.
Yeah, no, I grew up in Riverside. I know a lot of people like say things about Riverside, but I love it.
Yeah.
I grew up in Riverside. I went to Poly High School.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So
what year did you graduate?
2007. In high school, I was not, I guess you could say, like the leader.
Mm-hmm.
I'd always be like in the back of the classroom, like not wanting to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
And for me to like transition into being a leader for students, it was wild.
Yeah. I went to Harvest, another church in the Riverside area. And it was a blast. Like that's part of the reasons I serve and work in youth now is because of the memories and the time I had there. What was that experience like for you as you were growing up as a teenager?
Yeah, no, definitely one of the reasons why I decided to be a youth leader, because I didn't have that experience.
Mm-hmm.
And growing up in high school and middle school, a lot of things would have been very different if I would have been like in youth group. It's so crazy that I get to do what I get to do now, because I would have been a completely different person. But I guess it does give me like a window into what maybe some students are like going through.
Yeah, definitely.
Without church or like a youth group experience. So yeah, I come from a divorced family. Probably like since I was, 5. And I never really had a father figure. My dad wasn't the nicest to people, to put it. It was rough. I wanted to be a better dad than my dad was.
Before we started this, when we were walking in, we were talking about one specific pastor that has kind of helped you through that journey. Who was that?
Yeah, it was Pastor Adam Atchison, the now campus pastor of Palm Avenue. I think I've been so lucky to have people that have come and taken the place of like father figures, like male figures, and he was definitely one of them. The love that he showed for me, like in my darkest moments, was just incredible. Like I never had that community growing up, but like a male figure, didn't really have that. Like to the extent that I've gained here. But yeah, Adam like has been a constant. It's always been a routine to tell him and ask him to pray for me, and he has such a big heart for people that are hurting, and the community has been incredible. Yeah.
I was sharing with you, I needed some deep healing from some stuff that happened to me. And some stuff that I had honestly caused. And Pastor Adam was just so gracious in walking me through that. He's also a great guy. It leads me into thinking like how important these relationships are at the church, because I started serving in youth. I was probably 23, 24, just starting out, learning how to be on my own and stuff like that. And I was moving from a family dynamic into, okay, how do I find community at my church, in the places? I feel like guys, it's harder to find that community because we're either, okay, we're just doing a men's Bible study or we're working out. And I'm like, well, those things are both great, but how do I develop these relationships with these guys? what has it been like for you as a leader now to develop relationships with other leaders at Sandals and at Hunter Park?
One of the things that I got out of serving in youth wasn't just me helping students.
Mm-hmm.
It was an answer to a prayer that I'd always prayed for.
Mm-hmm.
And you were talking about other leaders and stuff. My co-leader, Jesse Alfonso,
Mm-hmm.
incredible guy. I'd always prayed for like a father figure,
Mm-hmm.
like someone. And I was, I don't know, 25, 26 when I started in youth. I think also like, it was his first time doing youth as well. It was like like a match made in heaven. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was just so kind,
Mm-hmm.
and showed that father type figure that I wanted. Like one thing that he contributed to the group was that example of a father figure.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome to have that dynamic.
Yeah.
And he was older than me, like has a family, kids, wife, answered prayers. Like he literally, I literally could call him dad.
Yeah.
The community that I got from youth and Sandals in general, just incredible. It's hard to like put it into words, but every time I am like in the presence of Jesse and his family, like every time I walk into his house, like like I feel so safe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel safe,
Yeah.
and it just makes me think about like the kids that don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been pivotal for the community here.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the biggest campus, Hunter Park.
Mm-hmm.
People say it's big, but youth has allowed me to find like my home and my people.
Yeah.
And man, it's so worthwhile to invest into students.
Mm-hmm.
You meet people, you learn things from people around you. You grow not only from people that are older, but your students.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people don't understand that either. Like they teach you so much stuff.
Yeah. One thing I did want to touch on, and we've kind of talked about a little bit of youth being scary,
Yeah.
kids being challenging.
Yeah.
What was it like for you as a youth leader to approach those difficult seasons with your students? 7th to 12th grade is such a wide range of
It is.
emotions and growing.
It is.
What was it like for you to be able to walk through those difficult seasons? And also, who did you turn to in those moments when the students were pushing you to your edge?
Yeah. So I think there was a good balance in my first group where I was more of the I don't know, I guess you could say the good cop.
Mm-hmm.
And ironically enough, my colleague Jesse he's in the police industry,
Mm-hmm.
and he did play like the bad cop a lot of the times. I think that helped a lot to be able to navigate situations. There's a difference between telling a student like, hey, like sit down, be quiet, like you're messing stuff up, or like don't do this. It's another to do it with love.
Mm-hmm.
In essence, like to tell them, hey, like you shouldn't do this because like you matter to me, and you have purpose. To tell them like, hey man, you have purpose, you have a life ahead of you.
Yeah.
To give them vision for their life.
Yeah.
I think I was really good at to see like the potential in students.
Yeah.
And I think when it came to navigating situations where they were focusing on girls more than church, to be able to give them vision of, hey, like you may not be like married or in a relationship right now, but you can prepare to be the man you need to be now.
I think this is where I could have grown as a younger leader. is I would just get frustrated and angry with them.
Yeah.
And thank the Lord, I've learned how to apologize a lot faster in that process. But yeah, even watching you, being able to call them out and say like, hey, this isn't normally you. What's going on? Like, you have a bigger purpose. God has a bigger calling on your life outside of just being annoying and obnoxious during the service. But it gives an opportunity for the leaders to kind of be like a father figure, like you're saying, like, hey, I've walked life with you for this many years. I see what your character is like, and you're stepping out of that. What's going on? How do I bring you back into who God's created you to be? I think is a beautiful thing.
Going in, I just wanted to, like I said, be a better father figure. I'm not perfect, but I've always said that we all have a unique voice, and there's someone in your life, whether it be a student or a friend at work or someone, that need to hear your voice. Like you have unique experiences, unique things that happen in your life, and there's things that God sends you into places, into uncomfortable places, to change someone's life. And going into that first group, I was like, well, like I've been through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I know how I have a unique voice. Like these kids come from, like my first group of students, like there was a lot of brokenness, like abandonment issues, split families, and they just want to be seen.
Yeah.
If you think about all the things that have their attention these days, and all the things that they go through, it's not often that they get to have a loving male figure in front of them, not just asking them to do their chores or, hey, like you're messing up, but like to sit in front of them and actually listen to what's going on in their life. Like it's not common. It's not common that there is someone that sits down with them and actually like sits down and cares about what they have to say.
Yeah.
I'm a long-term person. And so I think to do youth ministry right, like they're always going to be a part of your life.
Right.
Like it's not just like hey, I'm here for 6 years and bye. There's something that one of my students wrote to me from my first group in 2022. So I had my second group.
Yeah.
And one thing he said to me, it was just like one of those things that like was kind of like a mic drop, and pretty much explains like what my relationship to my students are now. And so basically he had just graduated, and he's like, yeah, I'd love to like meet like someday I'd love to meet like your other students. And so that he graduated, said that, and a few days later I was like question, like what, like why do you want to meet my other students and stuff? And I knew why, but I just wanted to hear what he had to say.
Yeah.
And just because we're all linked through not only the Lord, but you, we're kind of like your kids in a way, and it would be cool to meet up and hang out with you. You built a family. And I would say that sums up what my relationship with my students are, is like they feel like family. A lot of them came from broken families just like me, and for him to like say that like a few days after he graduated senior year, for him to see like how we're all connected, like the spiritual family, we're all connected, the redemption circle, like complete. I hope someday to like be married and have my own kids. And I imagine just because of the role that my students played, be there at my wedding and in some way, like in some special way. Like I think, I'm crazy. I started when I was like 26, somewhere around there, and now I'm 35 now. So I'll be 37 when I start my new group. Yeah. So it's going to be different in my third group, but I'm looking forward to it. Like, I'm looking forward to being that like hopefully I'll be a dad or something, or close to that, and really being more like how Jesse was to me. I want to take everything that I learned and make it even better for my third group.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let me just say now, I know you don't physically have your own kids, but you are a dad to these boys. And I've been able to witness and watch you love on them in the way that they need dads to love on them as a man of the church. Thank you for serving our church so well. Thank you for all that you do. This has been awesome.
Thank you so much. It's been a huge honor. Anybody that's hesitant about serving in youth, say yes.
Yeah.
It changes your life.
Just jump on in.
Yeah, jump on it. Yeah.
Cool.